Anja asks anybody. And today, I am talking with Dee Kirshling, interesting person who I know nothing about. So here we go. I was fed a couple of breadcrumbs to ask you about. So the first question I have is, why do ladies rock?
Ladies rock because they have something inside of themselves that they want to show the world.
And why do you think they have this thing sitting in them that is not yet shown?
I think a lot of women, we're put into boxes by the patriarchy or by ourselves, and we put a lot of ourselves aside. Many of us become mothers or become involved in their careers heavily and tend to put maybe the artistic side or the creative side of themselves away, separate. They don't have time for it. They can't make time for it for whatever reason. And I think they put that away. And, I think rocking or just letting that out, is a great way to move forward with your life. I think we get stuck. Our lives get small. But we're people too. We're not just moms or wives or workers.
Yeah, so we're specifically talking about both philosophically, but also in reality. Right here in Milwaukee, there's an organization called Ladies Rock.
You bet there is.
Yeah, so tell us the basic information about Ladies Rock. How does it work and how do people come across it?
So Ladies Rock, we've been an organization in Milwaukee here for about 11 years. We're an offshoot of our youth program called Girls Rock, and we serve those of marginalized genders. Ladies Rock specifically is a 3-day program for women or the gender minority that have basically little to no musical experience. Any musical experience at all is welcome. We help them form a band, teach them how to play an instrument. They write a song with that band and then perform that song live at a showcase in 3 days. They meet Thursday night. They're performing with their bands Sunday night. So it's fast, it's furious, it's creative, we embrace them. It's wonderful. It's a really cool program.
So this is a Thursday. Is it happening tonight?
It's not happening tonight. It's happening in March. Our Thursday kickoff meeting will be on March 26th. There is still time and spots available for people to sign up. So if you're hearing this and you're interested, you can head to girlsrockmke.org and hear more about our Girls Rock and our Ladies Rock program. So you've got plenty of time to get your ass there and sign up.
I am tempted. So tell me, I am a person of currently extremely limited means. What's the sticker price on this?
That is a great question. So we do have a sliding scale available. So we've got funding available. If you are having a difficult time coming up with the money for our program, we are proud to say that we don't turn people away. So we do have a scholarship fund available. So you can head over and even fill out a little form to get some coverage if you can't cover it. Then I should know this more information, but I'm more on the creative side. I believe we're at $3.99 for tuition.
Okay.
So if you're hearing this and I'm wrong, I apologize.
All right. And how are you? Who are you at Ladies Rock?
So I started off as a camper on our first ever Ladies Rock camp. I had never heard of the organization. I was at Blackbird Bar. I went to the bathroom. Somebody had put a flyer at toilet height. And it was 10:30 on the last night that you could sign up. And I took the flyer down, got on the Wi-Fi, and signed up within 5 minutes of seeing the flyer.
Wow.
And I think it was an early session, so it was in February of that year. And I mean, it was like a couple weeks away. It just happened really fast.
What was your experience of the camp like?
I performed. I was a vocalist, and I was incredibly nervous. I'm pretty outgoing in general, but just when you're in that kind of environment, it felt very much like, is everybody going to like me? Is everybody going to think I'm cool? And I just met up with a group of people that were so wonderful, fast friendships, so supportive. It was like being in a room of bras, like just absolute support and love. It was really great.
Cool. This makes me think of how one time a few years back, I was talking with a lady friend who will remain unnamed, but I was talking about music with her or something, and I don't know how it came up, but I was playing a song, I think, and she was like, "Isn't this too rock and roll?" And I was like, "Yeah, I like it." And she was like, "But rock and roll's for men." And I was shocked at the sentiment.
And then you played a little heart for her.
Right. Crazy on you. I went crazy on her. Let me go crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But there's a stigma out there about rock and roll and women, even though Heart and many people before and since over 40 years ago have already made advances.
Oh my God, do you think women like rock music? I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. And again, it kind of, for me, it like harkens back, like that's like women think that door is shut for them or that's closed or they're compartmentalizing that. But it's for everyone.
Yeah. And anyone who likes it.
Anyone who likes it. Anyone who wants to be a part of it can be a part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't have to be for everyone. Not everyone will like it.
Right.
And that's why we who like it.
Right.
That's kind of like the appeal of a lot of counterculture, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
We like it.
Yeah. Because not everyone does.
Right.
So is there anything else you want to say about Ladies Rock before we switch topics?
I just hope that anybody hearing this that has told themselves that they can't try something new or that they think that something's not for them or they're afraid for some reason, that I urge them to get out of their comfort zone and to try something new. You might surprise yourself, and that it's okay to try something new and to be bad at something and to work at improving yourself, and just because the first step is the hardest, getting yourself out there. So I will see you at camp.
Yeah. So that's a great topic. I love the idea of doing things that we're not good at.
Right.
And allowing ourselves to be an amateur and to be humiliated, but also like challenged in a way, because I feel like there's such a pressure to only show yourself and only engage in things that you're already excellent at.
Right.
Once you're not a child.
How many times have you... Right. Now, yeah, kids get all the freedom with that. Like, how many times have you stopped doing something almost immediately because you're like, this is harder than I wanted it to be, or I'm not good at it? Like, I've done that 4.8 million times.
Yeah. So is there anything that you've been doing lately that is a good example of not being good at it?
Yes. So, I mentioned that I was a camper a long time ago, and I haven't really done a lot of performing. I'm not really a musician. I got involved in Ladies Rock, and it's a part of a community for me. But just in the past couple of years, I decided that I wanted to try to do some more performing, some more singing, performing. And last year, for my birthday, earlier in the year, I had seen a cabaret show, and I was like, wow, this is super fun. This is totally the entertainment I crave. And I talked about it enough that finally my husband was like, you should have a cabaret show for your birthday. And I think I was just waiting for somebody to tell me that. So I had a cabaret show for my birthday. I invited 3 friends to perform with me. We did couple duets. We had 12 songs total. I had 7 outfit changes.
Was this like in your house or somewhere else?
No, I rented out the upper floor of La Cage, and I invited 175 of my closest friends.
Was this a milestone birthday?
Yes, I turned 50.
Okay.
So, it was the Big D Golden Jubilee, the most elegant night of the year. So I was dressed to impress. And I basically, I made everybody I know come and see me perform for no reason other than I wanted to.
I love that. So what was your set like?
We did a lot of jazzy songs. We did a couple of duets. Like we kind of traded off with partners, a couple of country songs, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. So a little bit of mix of just stuff I like, though.
Yeah. So like covers of some of your top
like
hits.
Doris Day, little Joni Mitchell. We did the Grease. Mm-hmm. Yeah, stuff like that.
Fun. And then what were the other acts like?
We kind of all traded off with these songs. So, and I was the producer, so I got to say yay or nay to what we were doing. So, same thing. Like, we did some jazz standards. We had 3 women and 1 man. So, and it was really a ton of fun.
Yeah. So, this was how you celebrated your birthday. Do you think you'll do it again for another time or another birthday, or?
I don't know if it will be specifically for my birthday, but I would like to do a holiday show. I think would be super fun. And a little country and western show we've gotten thinking about in the works there. So, and then over Halloween, I did something a little bit different from that. I performed as Chapel Hone. And we did the songs of course, Chapel Roan.
Yes.
Over at Lindemans, and that was a fundraiser for Girls Rock MKE.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it was super cool.
So I also know that you are an event designer beyond this as well. You have something to do with something called the Diorama Rama. I have never been. Can you?
I'd love to talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
So March is National Diorama Month. It's a holiday I invented. March is like the worst month. I hate it. Usually there's not much to do. The weather sucks. It's terrible. And I used to just make a little diorama in a shoebox at my house. And one year, it was February, March was coming up. And again, my husband, Joe, I guess he's inspo for all these things I try. He's so encouraging. He said, you should have a diorama rama for National Diorama Month. And I said, you know what? I think I will. And again, Blackbird Bar appearing in my formative planning. I called them up and I was like, hey, I want to have this weird event. They had the last Tuesday of March available, so I set that up and we had a diorama. The theme was Milwaukee. So basically what the diorama is adults make a diorama based on a theme that I announce in early January. Then we all come together on the last Tuesday of March and display the dioramas, and then people come and look at them and they can vote for their favorite. And you purchase the voting chips, and I use that money I use that system to raise money for a new nonprofit every year. And this year, I'm very excited because the diorama is actually going to be at the Milwaukee Public Museum.
Oh, wow. So you're going to get a lot of dioramas.
We're going to get a lot of dioramas. They were my initial, I love the Public Museum. That was my initial love of dioramas, came from the museum. We have great historical dioramas. It's their last year there. So we have partnered up. And so it'll be there on that last Tuesday of March 31st. You can check out nationaldioramamonth.com or find us on socials, and we'll be making some announcements via the museum very shortly as well.
So if you wanted to make a diorama for Diorama Rama, is there like a form on there people can fill out, or do you have to apply?
I accept all anyone who wants to join, adults only. The event itself is family friendly, but I do ask adults be the ones that are creating the dioramas. We're making space for the artistic endeavors of adults. And you can email me. You can hit up our social media and message me. You can email me at dkirshling@gmail.com, which is also on my website, nationaldioramamonth.com. You can Google National Diorama Month because I'm the only one.
And what's the theme this year?
Well, since we are going to be at the museum and we love the museum's dioramas, this will be your opportunity to revisit and reimagine some of the classic dioramas that have past or present that have been at the public museum.
How many people do you think will make the snake button?
Ooh, I hope we get at least one snake buttoner. I do love it when people kind of do their own version and then there's like more than one. Mm-hmm. I did a cinema of the 70s a few years ago and we had several people that did Willy Wonka's. It was pretty cool. Like you just get to see, they're all wonderful, but you get to see everybody's individual take on it.
What are some tips for making a successful diorama?
I think, we're going small, but you still have to go big and really get your details right. But also, you can be creative, be messy, be afraid, don't be afraid to try something new, try a new glue, try a new scissor cutting technique. It should just be a way to have fun and show us what you got.
Yeah. So sounds like you make dioramas and you can sing. Do you have any other creative practices that you are maintaining?
I'm a crafter and I'm a problem solver. So when those two worlds merge, like if something is broken and I can fix it, I love that. And so sometimes a problem or an idea will present itself and I kind of break it down. I like to write out lists and get my thoughts organized. And then I just go buck wild.
Where were you last night when the window behind my head just spontaneously broke?
Oh my gosh. You call me next time. I got stuff. I can fix that, no problem.
So if you could join any band in history, what band do you think you would join and why?
So because I like to fashion myself as a vocalist, I think I would pick like a backing band, which sounds really terrible. I do have main character syndrome, but I need some real pros behind me. So maybe like the Dap Kings.
Ooh, I love that. So you'd be like the new Sharon Jones.
I wish. Don't I wish? I'd be literally a pale comparison. Yeah.
Or like, what if you were kind of like equals with your backup singers? Like maybe you joined like the Supremes or something.
Sure. Yeah. I just, that's the type of music I like to sing, and that's the type of vibe I like to have. So,
yeah.
Maybe a little Les Brown and his band of renown, that sort of thing. I can work with them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. When you go outside and you just walk around, what are the sort of things your remarkable person notices?
So I like dogs, and I like to look at dogs, like in real life. And I also count how many dogs I see in a year.
No kidding. Yeah. Wait, in a year? How many dogs did you see last year in 2025?
I saw like 2,020 something.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think this year so far I've seen 48. I have like a counter.
Wow.
Like
a dog counter?
Yeah. Like if you're going to like the club and how they like count you in, I have one of those.
It's like a physical ticket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That's remarkable. Do you collect dogs?
I just have one.
Okay.
And that's a good amount of dog for me to have.
Yeah.
But I love seeing other people's dogs and petting them, and then maybe imagining, like if I see a dog and I don't know their name, I try to guess what their name is. I've only been right twice.
Well, if you go with the name Luna, I am aware that it is the most popular dog name in America.
Wow.
Yeah.
In America, huh?
Yeah, so now you can say Luna and you can see if you get a reaction. Or you can shout Luna outside and see how many dogs come running.
That's a good plan.
And once you know that, suddenly you're like, I do know a lot of dogs named Luna.
I love this.
Yeah, it's the new Rover. Does anyone name their dog Rover
I have
anymore?
never come across a Rover.
Me neither.
I do think it's funny when they have like human names like George or Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I also like it when they have weird names like Soda Can.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a cat named Fuzz Aldrin.
Oh, like
Isn't
Buzz.
that cute? Yeah.
Does this cat go to space?
He has been to space twice.
What constitutes space?
I mean, outside of the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's inner space.
Yeah, we are a rock in outer space.
Right? So
Yes.
he's been there for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So I understand you are happily wed.
Yes.
Yes. What how did you meet your partner and how did you know it was a yes?
We met about 25 years ago, half my life ago. Golly. And I will admit that I was, when we met, dating somebody else, living with him, and broke up with him so that I could take my shot with Joe. And he's just someone that he's so kind and really put me at ease, like someone that I knew I could take my mask off with right away and felt safe and comfortable with. And that has helped me to take that mask off in front of more and more people and be myself more and more of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. I feel like, especially when you're a creative person and you're really young, you feel like you really have to cake on the face paint and the jewelry and the bells and whistles to attract people to like you.
Yeah.
And it's a lot.
And then if you don't really like yourself, it's fake.
Right.
So he's really helped me to like more of myself.
I love that. That's great.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah. So did you, I mean, we don't have to get real into it, but did you know Joe for some years before you knew the window for Joe was now available?
No.
Okay.
I met him. I was like, I think I need to make a change. And I went for it.
An immediate permanent change.
An immediate permanent change. My ex is a really terrific person and helped form me into being a good partner for Joe. And so we are still friends to this day. In fact, his band played our wedding. Like, he's a really terrific guy.
I love that.
It had run its course, and I went on to something new, and it worked out.
That's wonderful. I love stories like that. Yeah. So, are there any snacks these days you'd suggest?
Oh man. Okay. So I'm pretty pedestrian. So overall, I would say my favorite snack is pretzels, which is a wide variety because you got different shapes or flavors or like soft pretzels. They're great conduits for dip. I also really love dip. And I'm a sweet, salty person. So I would say, like, right now, my all-time favorite snack are these, like, butter toffee pretzels from Trader Joe's. Like, they just have a sugary coating, carbs and sugar. They're very delicious. And then, using a pretzel as a dip conduit, put cheese on it, whatever. I enjoy it.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's how listeners can become more like you. They can... They can try Ladies Rock.
Try Ladies Rock.
They can keep account of the dogs in their neighborhood.
Absolutely. I'd love to see it.
And they can dip pretzels or no, they can get pretzels pre-dipped.
Yeah.
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 All right. I love that. Yeah. So you mentioned trying something new that you might not be necessarily good at. You mentioned making a diorama. Is there any other creative thing that listeners should try?
You know, you can always just take baby steps. Maybe there's a food out
elevator.
there. Yeah, baby steps to the elevator. You know, maybe there's a food out there that you've been not wanting to try. Go ahead and give it a try. Maybe there's a craft you did when you were a kid and you thought, oh, you weren't good at it, I urge you to revisit that. Just think back to what has brought you joy in your life. And if you aren't doing that, do it again.
I love that.
Bring it back.
I love that. And now is the portion of the show where the listeners and hosts' hearing will go out for about 30 seconds, and you can have a candid, private conversation with a younger version of yourself. You can tell them anything you want, and none of us will hear it.
None of us.
This is a new part of the show, but it just kind of happened last week, and I like it. So,
okay.
Here we go. And hearing is going out in 3, 2, 1.
Look, I know things are bad, but if you just stick with it and you find the light in your life and you let that light grow, it's going to get better. And the people that are bringing you down and hurting you, they're all going to die. And you won't have to worry about them anymore. And you'll be free from that forever. And just keep finding the good, and you're going to coast on through, baby. I promise. It's going to be all right.
Okay, and hearing is returning. All right. We don't know what you just said,
right?
But about how much younger were you there?
I would say I was about 13.
Yeah. I don't know what you told yourself, but I can tell you from my experience, being 13 is not easy.
No way, man.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for me?
What prompted you to start this radio show?
I think I love the sound of my own voice. I love the sound of my own voice in the headphones that I'm wearing on my head. And I also love people a great deal. And I love meeting people I don't know and asking them very personal questions and finding what we do and don't have in common and feeling closer to my community. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I hate the sound of my own voice. Ugh.
Yeah, most people do. I think there's something very wrong with me. I must be a narcissist.
Love that journey for you.
Yeah. Actually, that was a concern one time, and I brought it up with my therapist, and I was like, I think I might be a narcissist. And she was like, Anja, I think you might be the opposite of a narcissist. So I was like, Okay.
I mean, you can like yourself. That's okay. And you can love yourself, and we all should.
Yeah.
But you clearly care about other people in your community, so.
Yeah. I mean, I care about them. I care about myself. I can do both. Yeah. It's not impossible.
I don't say I'm a narcissist, but I do have main character syndrome or whatever. Yeah. I'm like, look at me.
Oh, I definitely have
And then also, don't look at me ever.
Yeah. So when does "don't look at me" ever come up for you?
I mean, it comes up. It surprises me.
I found that it comes up for me at like moments where I don't have my brain to hide behind. It happens like on my wedding day, and it happens on the day where like I was suddenly in an advertising campaign as a fashion model. Ooh. Because I wasn't hiding behind my brain. Suddenly I was like meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a good feeling.
No. And there are sometimes like I'm so confident with so many things, and then every once in a while there's just something that comes up that I'm like, there's no way I can do this. Everybody's looking at me. Oh my gosh.
And on that note, we're going to close out the show. I'm going to thank you, Dee Kirshling. If people want to try Ladies Rock, they can find out more online.
Yes.
And and also the Diorama. So okay, here we go. Bye.
Bye.